Good morning, friends. Today I'm going to think right towards people. I want to share this special motivation to all of you. Let's mark it in the mind and remember it. The rule is success depends on the support of other people. The only hurdle between you and what you want to be is the support of others. Look at it this way. An executive depends on people to carry out his instruction. If they don't, the company president will fire the executive, not the employees. Salesmen depend on people to buy his product. If they don't, the salesman fails. Likewise, a college dean depends on professor to carry forward his educational program. A politician depends on voters to elect him. A writer depends on people to read what he writes. A chain store magnate got to be a chain store magnate because employees accepted his leadership and consumers accepted his merchandise program. There were times in history when a person could gain a position of authority through force and hold it with force and threats of force. In those days, a man either cooperated with the leader or risks literally losing his head. But today, remember, a person either supports you willingly, he doesn't support you at all. Now it's time to ask. Granted, I depend on others in order to achieve the success I want, but what must I do to get these people to support me and accept my leadership? The answer wrapped up in one phrase is think right towards people. Think right towards people and they will like and support you. This chapter shows how. Thousands of times daily a scene like this take place. A committee group is in season. The purpose to consider names for promotion, a new job, a club membership, and honor someone to be the new company president, the new supervisor, the new sales manager. A name is placed before the group. The chairman asks, "What is your feeling about so and so?" Comments come forth. For some names, there are positive remarks such as "he is a good fellow." People there speak highly of him. He has a good technical background too. Oh, he's a personable sort of man, very human. I believe he would fit in well with our group. Some names draw negative, lukewarm statements. I think we should investigate that fellow carefully. He doesn't seem to get along too well with people. I know he has a good academic and technical background. I don't question his competence, but I am concerned about the acceptance he would receive. He doesn't command much respect from people. Now, here is an exceptionally important observation. In at least 9 cases out of 10, the likability factor is the first thing mentioned. And in an overwhelmingly large number of cases, the likability factor is given far more weight than the technical factor. The above holds true even in selecting scholars for university professorship. In my own academic experience, I have sat in on a considerable number of occasions when names for new faculty personnel were under question. When a name came up that a group would weigh most carefully thoughts such as, will he fit in? Will the student like him? Will he cooperate with others on the staff? Unfair academic? No, if the fellow isn't likable, he can't be accepted to get through to his student with maximum effectiveness. Mark this point well. A person is not pulled up to a higher level job, rather, he is lifted up. In this day and age, nobody has time or patience to pull another up the job, leader, degree by painful degree. The individual is chosen whose record makes him stand higher than the rest. We are lifted to higher level by those who know us as likable, personable individuals. Every friends you make lifts you just one notch higher, and being likable makes you lifter to lift. Successful people follow a plan for liking people. Do you? People who reach the top don't discuss much their techniques for thinking right towards people. But you would be surprised how many really big people have a clear, defined, even written plan for liking people. Consider the case of President Lyndon Johnson. Long before he became President, Johnson, in the process of developing his amazing power of personal persuasion, developed his own 10-point formula for success. His rules, which even a casual observer of the president could see were practiced in everything he did, are quoted directly. Learn to remember names. Inefficiency at this point may indicate that your interest is not sufficiently outgoing. Be a comfortable person so there is no strain in being with you. Be an old shoe kind of individual. Acquire the quality of relaxed, easy going so that things do not ruffle you. Don't be egotistical. Guard against the impressions that you know it all. Cultivate the quality of being interesting so people will get something of value from their association with you. Study to get the scratchy elements out of your personality, even those of which you may be unconscious. Sincerely attempt to heal on an honest basic every misunderstanding you have had. Now have drain of your grievance. Practice liking people until you learn to do so genuinely. Never miss an opportunity to say a word of congratulation upon anyone's achievements. Express sympathy in sorrow or disappointment. Give spiritual strength to people and they will give genuine affection to you. Living these 10 simple but tremendously powerful like people rules made President Johnson easier to vote for, easier to support in Congress. Living these 10 rules made President Johnson easier to live. Read these rules, notice that there is no get even philosophy here. There is no let the other fellow come to me to path of differences. There is no I know it all other people are stupid. Big people, those on top in industry, that arts, science and politics are human warm. They specialize in being likable. But don't try to buy friendship, it's not for sale. Giving gifts is a wonderful practice if the gift is backed up with genuine sincerity, a liking to give and liking for the person to whom it is given. But without real sincerity, the gift is often regarded as nothing more than a payoff or bribe. Last year, just a few days before Christmas, I was in the office of the president of a medium-sized trucking firm. Just as I was about to leave, in marched a delivery man with a gift of liquid refreshment from a local tire recapping farm. My friend was obviously provoked and, with a certain amount of chill in his voice, asked the delivery man to return the gift to its sender. After the delivery man left, my friend hastened to explain to me, "Don't misunderstand. I like to give gifts and I like to get them." Then he named a number of gifts he had already received from business friends and Christmas, but he went on, "When the gift is just an attempt to get my business an obvious bribe, I don't want it. I quit doing business with that firm 3 months ago because their work isn't what it should be and I don't like the employee. But their salesman keeps on calling. What burns me," he continued, "is that last week that same demand salesman was in here and had the gall to say, 'I sure would like to get your business back. I'm going to tell Santa to be real good to you this year.' If I had not sent their boards back, the first thing that so and so would have said to me next time he's in, I will be, 'You enjoyed your gift, didn't you?' Friendship can't be bought, and when we try, we lose in two ways. We waste money, we create contempt. Take the initiate in building friendship later. Always do. It's easy and natural for us to tell ourselves, let him make the first move. Let them call us. Let her speak first. It's easy to virtually to ignore other people. Yes, it's easy and natural, but it isn't right thinking towards people. If you follow the rule of letting the other person build the foundation for friendship, you may not have many friends. Actually, it's a mark of real leadership to take the lead in getting to know people. Next time you are in a large group, observe something very significant. The most important person present is the one person most active in introducing himself. It's always a big person who walk up to you, offer his hand and says, "Hello, I'm Jack," or digest this observation for a moment, and you will discover the reason the fellow is important is that he was building friendship. Think right towards people. As a friend of mine explains it, I may not be very important to him, but he is important to me. That's why I have got to get to know him. Have you ever noticed how people freeze while waiting for elevators? Unless they are with someone they know, most folk never say anything to the person standing beside them. One day I resolved to the little experimenting. I resolved to say something to the stranger who was waiting as I was. I kept track of its reaction 25 consecutive times, and 25 times I got back a positive friendly response. Now, talking to strangers may not be very urban, but most people like it nevertheless. And here is the big payoff. When you make a pleasant remark to a stranger, you make him feel 1 degree better. This makes you feel better and helps